Hello everyone, in this video we're going to draw Yoshi. Start by drawing a circle as a guide for the nose. An easy way to draw a circle is to first make a couple of small marks to indicate the circle's height, and then on the sides make a couple more small marks to indicate the circle's width. Then connect the small marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. And draw this circle high up so that you have room at the bottom for the rest of the body. And sketch lightly as you draw so that it's easy to erase if you make a mistake. Also pause the video as you follow along to draw at your own pace. If you're still having a hard time drawing a circle, it's okay to trace the outer edge of a cup or a lid or anything else with a circular edge. Now let's make this shape a little bit longer by first making a small mark on the left side and then connecting the small mark to the circle using curved lines. And this will give us a wider shape for the rest of the muzzle. And now let's draw another similar shape farther to the left by first making a small mark, and this will be the rest of the face, or the bottom half of the face. So make a small mark and then connect this mark to the previous shapes using curved lines. And make this arc a little bit more wide. So that is basically his cheek. And remember to sketch lightly at first. And now resting on top of these shapes, let's draw yet another arc as a guide for the first eye. So first make a small mark about where this guideline is, not so far to the right, but right above this guideline. Make a small mark for the first part of the eye and pay attention to the height of it too. Don't make it too high up or too short. It's like around here is okay. And then connect the small mark to the bottom of the guides using curved lines to create another arc. And now to the left, draw a similar shape, another arc, as a guide for the other eye. Like that. And now to finish off the shape of the head, let's draw another small arc at the bottom, but this time let's make it upside down. So first make a small mark here and then connect the small mark to the shapes above using curved lines to create the guide for the open mouth, and extend this line high up so that it touches the muzzle. And that's basically the open mouth. Now draw another circle below the head as a guide for the main part of the body. So right below the head, slightly to the left, let's make a small mark and let's draw this circle as we did before using 4 short lines. So the first 2 indicate the circle's height, so make sure this is almost the same length as this from the top of the eye to the bottom of the jaw. And then on the sides make a couple more small marks to indicate the circle's width, and then connect the small marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. And remember, this is just a guideline. The circle doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it's more or less the same size as what you're seeing on the screen, it'll be okay. So that is the guide for the body. Now let's connect the head to the body using a couple of short lines, or maybe just one line, maybe a short line on the right side, but mainly a short line below the head for the neck. And now let's draw the first leg. Let's draw the first leg by first making a small line, draw a short line on the right side, like so, a short sloping line, sort of where the middle part of this circle is, and just draw a line going down, and then curve it to the left, the top part of the leg. So he's going to be jumping forward. And then let's draw a big rectangular shape at the bottom as a guide for the first foot. So first let's draw a sloping line. And let's add another sloping line for the bottom part of this shape. 2 sloping lines, and then close off the shape using a curved line at the top. And a curved line at the bottom. That's the first leg stepping forward. And before we move on to the other leg, let's draw the rest of the body. So the rest of the body is made up of a long curved line that curves to the left, and this will also create the tail. So draw this line curving to the left and then curve it upward. And this line will be the guide for the tail as well. So curve it far so that it's to the left of the first, or the body circle. To the left of the body circle, that's where the tip of the line will be. And that's how you make the bottom part of the body. And then bend the line back to the right to create the tip of the tail. And you're basically done with the body, or the guide for the body. And below that, draw a line that curves to the left to create the other leg, or a guide for the other leg. And then draw the foot using a couple of short lines, kind of long lines, vertical lines like this. Make the shape wider at the bottom, then at the top, and then close off the shape at the top using a short horizontal line, and the shape at the bottom using a longer horizontal line. Now draw the guide for the first arm by first drawing an angled line to the left of the neck that curves to the left. And then at the end of this line, draw a small circle. So let's draw the small circle using the 4 marks method. First make 4 small marks to indicate the sides of the circle, and then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. So this circle should be right above the tail. He's sort of leaping forward, so his hands have to be out as he leaps forward or runs forward. And draw a similar shape on the right side for the other arm, or as a guide for the other arm. First draw a curved line for the arm, and then draw a circle. You can use the 4 marks method or just lightly sketch a circle. It's up to you, whatever you find easier. And that will be the guide for the other hand. And that's it for the guidelines. Now let's start on the final drawing. Okay, let's darken the outer edges of the guides at the top to create the big round muzzle. So now that you got the guidelines down, or now that you have the guidelines down, this should be pretty easy. It's just basically darkening the shapes just to create the final lines. So just darken the outer guides of this big shape, and then curve the line slightly on the left side for a smile line. And below that, darken the guide at the bottom for the bottom part of the open mouth, and then draw the actual shape of the mouth inside, drawing a curved line and following the path of the initial guide. So it's basically the same shape, it's just inside the guide. And that's the open mouth. And inside, draw a couple of curved lines for the tongue. And at the top, draw a couple of small ovals for his nostrils. And now let's darken the arcs at the top for the outer edges of the eyes. And inside, let's draw a couple of curved lines. This is more of an oval inside to create the actual shape of the eyeball. So just draw an oval-like shape. First sketch lightly like I'm doing, and then darken the shape. Once you get the placement right, once you get the shape right, darken the lines. And the bottom part should touch the guideline at the bottom. And on the right, just draw a curved line, because we don't see much of this eye because the head is turned, so just draw a curved line at the top for the other eye. Now inside, draw another oval for the iris. So draw a small oval like that, sketch lightly, and draw it close to the left edge of the eyeball, and then darken the shape. When you get the placement right, and when you get the size right, just darken the shape. And let's do the same on the right side for the other eye, but the nose is blocking this iris here, so only draw a small arc. I'm now realizing that Yoshi sort of looks like a Koopa. At least this part. Let me know in the comments if you see what I'm seeing. He sort of looks a little bit like a Koopa. Anyway, now inside the shape, draw another small circle for the pupil and a small arc on the right side for the other pupil. And now darken the guide on the left to create the cheek. Now draw a couple of arcs on the left side of the head for the spikes that he has. So a small arc there, and then a small arc that's peeking from behind the cheek, and a small arc at the bottom as well. Draw the arm on the left by first darkening the guide below the head. Make it a little more angular as you darken the line, and then add another line at the bottom to make the shape of the arm a little bit thicker. And extend the bottom part of this arm so that it's inside the body, sort of below the neck. And now draw the shape of the fist along the path of the circle. Just darken the shape of the circle at the top, but make the lines a bit more angular, and do the same thing at the bottom. And at the very bottom, curve the line inward to create the rolled up finger. So you basically just curve the line up and back down, and that creates the rolled up finger. And on the left side, draw a short line for the rest of the finger to separate the fingers, and another line for the other finger. And then draw the rest of the hand using sort of angled lines, and add a couple of lines too to indicate the creases. Now draw the saddle on the back of on his back by darkening the initial circle or part of the initial circle, and then adding a curved line inside the body for the edge of the saddle. So right below the arm, draw a line that curves to the left for the edge of the saddle, and then another line for the inner edge of the saddle. And now draw the arm on the right the same way. So first darken the guide, and then add a line at the bottom to make the line, or to make the arm slightly wider. And now along the path of the circle, draw a couple of curved shapes for the fingers. So first let's draw an arc at the top, that'll be the thumb, and then draw a longer arc slightly to the right for the first finger, and make this finger a little bit longer, and then another arc. And notice how we change the direction of the fingers. The farther down we go, the more sideways they are. So draw thin, tall arcs for the fingers, and then draw the bottom one same way, but this one is pointing down into the and into the right slightly. And then just darken the circle for the rest of the hand. And you can draw a line inside too for the crease on the thumb. And now draw the first leg by darkening the guide one more time. And then at the bottom, where the shoe is, just draw a curved line for the top part of the shoe or the sock, whatever it may be, like that. And then draw another angled line on the lower left side for the rest of the leg. And follow the basic path of the initial circle as you draw this line at the bottom. And then you just darken the shape, the basic shape of the guide, to create the main part of the shoe. But on the right side, draw a curved line because he's lifting up his foot so high that we can see the bottom sole of the shoe. So draw a curved line within the shape for the bottom sole of the shoe. And then darken the rest of the shape and add a little bit of a heel at the bottom using a short line. Oh yeah, and darken this part too to actually emphasize that small ring around the top of the foot. Now just darken the other guides to create the rest of the body, including the tail. And inside the body, draw a long curved line for the color separation. So just follow the path of the right side of the body as you draw this line, and continue the line below the leg and curve it up. This will indicate the color separation. And draw the visible portion of the other leg by darkening the guide and then drawing a small ring at the bottom of the leg to begin the shoe, and then just darken the shape, the rectangular shape, to create the rest of the shoe. And make the bottom slightly more curved than the guides. And add a thin shape on the left side for the sole on the shoe. And that's it for Yoshi. Now go over the final lines with permanent ink, erase the guides, and color your drawing. The next few steps are sped up, but make sure that you go over your final line slowly and carefully to avoid any accidents. For more tutorials like this one, please visit easydrawingtutorials.com. Let me know in the comments what your favorite video game is that features Yoshi as a character. Don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep drawing.